is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkey Flop here, and today I got your gaming news, baby. If you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit a like, comment down below, support your boy. If you guys are new, subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. It is so hard to talk with this thing on. I'm going to cover a lot of different news topics, so if you guys would, please watch until the entire end. No, I'm not wearing this mask because Los Angeles declared an emergency health warning. I'm actually wearing this because 4DX actually gave this to me when I went and saw a movie that I'm going to talk about towards the end of this video, so please stay tuned to that too. But we got other gaming news to talk about first. Or maybe it's because I shaved and I was trying to hide that. You guys be the deciding factor of why I wore this mask in those comments down below. But anyways, let's go ahead and get right into it. E3 could be in trouble. What do I mean by that? You know, it seems like almost every day somebody's talking about E3 and the fact that E3 is pretty much doomed. It's gonna be dead. It's no longer going to exist. And this couldn't hold more true, in my opinion. But I'm gonna pass the question off to you. Let's go ahead and get right into it. E3 could be postponed because of the coronavirus. The coronavirus is honestly a big and scary thing for a lot of corporations. They are worried about the health, safety, and well-being of their employees, and they are canceling events. We saw that PAX East was affected by it tremendously. A lot of companies either backed out or did very little compared to what they were actually planning on doing. PlayStation backed out. A lot of people were saying like, PlayStation, it's not that serious, bro. You guys are overreacting. But fast forward to today, PlayStation might have made the right choice of backing out of PAX East. And well, now we have to look at E3 because E3 themselves are looking and monitoring the coronavirus and seeing how far it's spreading. And that is a concern, and that is something that can either cancel E3 for the entire year or at least postpone it to a later date to where the coronavirus is more controlled. A couple of weeks ago, didn't have any cases in Los Angeles of people having the coronavirus. Now we're up to 11 as the time I'm recording this video, and it's growing by the day. It seems like every day I go on Twitter or turn on the news or something like that, and there's more people being affected by the coronavirus. So there is that. But the biggest thing for me, the thing that I think about is if E3 gets postponed or gets canceled, all of these other companies are going to have to come up with alternatives to show off their games, to present them to the world. Other companies are starting to do that, but you know, Bethesda holds their own thing, but also participates in E3. We can look at WB Games, we can look at Ubisoft. Those are some of the big publishers and game developers that go to E3. What happens if E3 gets canceled and these companies decide, you know what, we still want to do something, and they do something on their own? Then they figure out like, okay, if we do something on our own, one, it's all about us. The focus is on all of the games that we want to present to the community of gamers. And three, it's going to be more cost effective. It's not going to cost so much more money than what E3 would be. Once all the companies actually see that, then what's going to happen to next year's E3? Are people going to participate in E3 at all? That is a big thing that I think about a lot, but I wonder if you guys think about that too. Do you guys think that if E3 gets either canceled or postponed until a later date, that E3 is pretty much done for because these companies are going to figure like, dude, we could spend so much less money and have so much more awesome stuff happening at our own events rather than attending somebody else's event? Let me know in those comments down below. Either way, if E3 gets postponed or canceled, we're looking at a freaking amazing Game Awards this year. Game Awards happens in December, and it usually happens at the Microsoft Theater, but can you imagine if you know, E3 doesn't happen and some of these companies can't really figure it out, and the Game Awards steps in and is like, you know what, we can actually host whatever you want to host. We can also feature it in the Game Awards, and then the Game Awards goes from like the Microsoft Theater to the Staples Center. That would be honestly wild. Can you imagine a game event that big that it has to be held in the Staples Center? I think that would be freaking awesome. But I'll pass the question back off to you. Quickly, I did want to mention that the Ghost of Tsushima for the PlayStation 4 has confirmed a release date for June 26, 2020. So we got Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us releasing so close together. How many of you guys are going to take a sick day? Let's be honest. Let's be honest in those comments down below. But either way, exciting news coming out of PlayStation for that. Speaking of The Last of Us 2, Neil Berkman, who is the creator of The Last of Us, is on board apparently for an HBO series that is all about The Last of Us. And I'm definitely on board. If this actually happened, I got goosebumps right now, guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but my hairs are standing up and I got goosebumps right now just talking about it. That would be honestly amazing. I would subscribe to HBO. Yesterday was the anniversary of the PlayStation 2, turned 20 years old. Wow, that is honestly insane. How many of you guys had a PlayStation 2 or still own it to this day? Let me know in those comments down below. Also, I quickly wanted to mention there's a massive double discounts for PlayStation Plus subscribers that I'll be covering in a separate video on my second channel. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Game on Monkey Flop, please go and do so. The reason why I'm using two channels for news updates and deals and offers is honestly because like YouTube's notification system is kind of messed up, and I still want to create videos and I still want to get them out there to you guys. So hopefully you will subscribe to the second channel, Game on Monkey Flop, and of course to this one. But yeah, big discounts coming up. Next up, I actually wanted to talk about a movie that I saw on Tuesday, and I wanted to give a big thanks to 40X for inviting me and my family out to go watch this movie in advance. Totally awesome for them to do that. Now, from time to time, I do go and watch movies and premieres in advance, and I get invited out. I share my thoughts and opinions on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook, pretty much all social media. I share my reactions and my opinions about the movie, but I never really do it here. So I figured I'd include it towards the end of the videos whenever I do go and watch a movie. So be on the lookout for that if you guys are interested in like upcoming movies. Of course, if it is a movie that I want to elaborate a little bit more or spend more time on, maybe have some spoilers, then I'll create a separate video probably on Game on Monkey Flop. So if you guys haven't subscribed to that, definitely do that. But in this video, there's no spoilers. I want to avoid spoilers. The movie comes out at midnight tonight, and if anybody out there is planning on watching it, I don't want to spoil a movie for you. But like I said, I didn't have my expectations up high at all. I was like, okay, this is going to be a family-friendly, warm-hearted movie, maybe with some humor. My girls are definitely going to like it, and I'm just going to go along for the ride. But I was honestly surprised because I don't know who liked it more, me or them. I don't know who laughed more, me or them. There's a lot of nerdy parts. There's a lot of, if you're into D20, I could definitely say there's a lot of little tiny tidbits of mentions and Easter eggs of D20 in there. There's also a bunch of nerdy things that if you are a nerd or at least familiar with a lot of the things that the nerd culture has, then you'll find this movie to be a very fun time. And that even goes to like people that just play video games and don't go to like conventions or play D&D or like board games and things like that. There's a hint of even video games in this movie in particular. Now, it was a lot of fun, and I gotta say, I laughed so hard on a lot of points and a lot of different things. There is some adult jokes in there that will fly over the kids' heads like nothing, and I definitely do appreciate when it is like a Disney movie, they kind of go outside of the box and not be so Disney. You know, I love Disney. I've had a Disneyland pass for almost a decade. I like Disney a lot, but sometimes Disney can be a little bit too much Disney, if you guys know what I mean. This movie in particular, it was actually really great. I definitely, you know, liked it a lot, and the fact that it was in 4DX was amazing. Usually we see films at 4DX and 3D and you feel completely immersed. With this one in particular, there was no 3D, it was just 4DX, and I definitely still really liked it. It felt like I was on a roller coaster. There was times where the seats move and you definitely feel like you're in the driver's seat or you're in the passenger seat. There's smoke, there's fog, there's water if you choose water. Some people don't like the water turned on. I do. I want to feel the little droplets if something splashes or something like that. I want to feel the full effects, but it was definitely an awesome experience. There was some smell in there too that they added into the movie, so you know, watching it in 4DX gave another element and another experience like all together. So if you have a couple of extra bucks to throw out and go and watch it in 4DX, definitely recommend. It will be worth it because of so much that they add to the movie. But either way, Onward was a lot of fun. Definitely do recommend it. And you know, one thing that I really liked is that everyone can feel like they're connected to each character. Whether you are a mom, a friend, a brother, a dad, or a dad type figure, it definitely connects so many people together, and that's where the Disney park comes in, and it feels more like a family, you know, friendly movie. But like I said, there's a lot of nerdy type stuff in there. There's a lot of aspects of the movie to where, you know, you forget that it's a family friendly movie altogether, or even if it's a Disney movie. So those are my thoughts, those are my opinions. Again, I will share more if it's you know, a big movie like the next Star Wars film or something like that. I'll definitely probably create a separate video, but for this video purpose, just wanted to put it at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit a like, comment down below, support your boy. If you guys are new, subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. And big shout out to 4DX for providing this to me, because a lot of people say it doesn't work. Call me crazy. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this. I don't care if it doesn't work. I'm gonna wash my hands for 20 seconds and I'm gonna sing happy birthday 2 times, okay? I'm gonna wear this mask and I'm gonna have hand sanitizer. Call me crazy. Call me overreacting, what you will. Let me know in those comments. Anyways, thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkey Flop here, and today